Yo, what's the word, man? We back. All right. We back with another episode of DB's Must See TV, man. I appreciate y'all tuning in and locking in with the kid that did, man. Shit, what we talking about today, man? If y'all watched it, I don't know if everybody watched it. I know I tuned into it. The Kevin Hart roast, you know what I'm saying? There's a lot of shit we got to talk about that, you know what I'm saying? Katt Williams coming out. Did y'all think that shit was real or fake? You know what I'm saying? Did y'all think Katt Williams meant that shit? Did y'all think both of them meant it? Because, you know what I'm saying, they call themselves burying the beef, you know what I'm saying, on stage in front of everybody. So we're going to talk about that too. But first up, we're going to talk about this Tony Hinchcliffe dude. You know what I'm saying? He got the internet on fire about basically the jokes that he made during his set at the roast. You know what I'm saying? Now, like I say, if you tuned in, you know what I'm saying, I tuned in to the roast. So I saw, you know what I'm saying, everybody's set. And I ain't gonna lie, they was coming at Tony kind of hard. You feel me? Everybody was, they had some, when it came down to him, when it came down to what they had to say about him, they was frying his ass. You know what I'm saying? So even when you turned the camera to him, you feel me? You saw, you point the camera on him, you feel me? He red as hell in the face. So when he got up there, and even some of the other comedians said it, like when Tony get up here, I know he finna tear some shit up. I know he finna go crazy. You know what I'm saying? So when he got up there, he made a few jokes. He had a decent set, but then he made the George Floyd joke. You know what I'm saying? I can't too much remember how the joke goes, so we finna check that out. And then, you know what I'm saying, today, Kevin Hart came out on the Breakfast Club and addressed the joke, you know what I'm saying, and how he felt about, you feel me, what was said. So we're gonna check all of that out, and you know what I'm saying, y'all can get I want y'all to get y'all comments and y'all opinions on that.
Are you still watching? One more time for Shane Gillis. He looks like the type of slave owner that you can trick into buying Kevin Hart. If Kevin was a slave, his song would be, "Let my people grow." Kevin Hart, ladies and gentlemen, he was born 9 months after his father spit a watermelon seed into his mother's vagina. And then he was born 9 pounds, 7 ounces, and he remains the same today. Kevin is so small, people call him the lowercase N-word. He was raised by a single mother and a stepladder. Because of Kevin's awful childhood and feelings of inadequacy, he became a workaholic to distract himself from the grief of who he is on the inside. And to make matters worse, his inner child is taller than him. Kevin, in a town full of successful pedophiles, it's great to know that you are not one. If you ever tried, any fuckable 10-year-old would beat the living shit out of you. His audience is so ghetto that his merch table has more gunfire than Charlie Kirk's. Kevin, if you're here, who's holding P. Diddy's pocket in jail? Kevin has been so far up the rock's ass that he can actually smell what he's been cooking. It's true he lost his gig hosting the Academy Awards because of some homophobic. Are you still watching? Doing good though, Kevin. The black community is so proud of you. Right now, George Floyd is looking up at us all, laughing so hard that he can't breathe.
So that's the joke, you know what I'm saying? That's the joke. You feel me? That's the joke. So Kevin Hart came out, and I ain't gonna lie, the joke was, you feel me? The joke, in my opinion, he ain't needed. The set, and I'm glad I just watched his whole set, and you know what I'm saying, every joke that he told, because he had a good set up into that part. You know what I'm saying? I don't feel like he needed that part, you know, but like I say, people was on his ass the whole roast, so he felt like he had to come out and, you know what I'm saying? But I want to see what Kevin Hart had to say on the Breakfast Club.
Yeah, the George Floyd joke, it wasn't a tasteful joke to our culture, to our audience, but our audience that's watching the roast, if you're watching the roast, you get why they're doing it. You get why the racial humor is on the table. Like, it's not, I wasn't shocked. Like, that's what they do. Go and look at the Tom Brady one. Like, that's what they do. It happens every year when they do a roast. It's not new. It's not a new agenda. It's not a new approach to comedy.
Do you feel like Tony Hinchcliffe went too far when he made that joke about George Floyd?
It's Tony Hinchcliffe.
Yeah.
I don't expect less. I don't expect more.
I feel like you're saying going too far is the point. I don't want to put words in your mouth.
Yes, I mean, that's why you're there. Mm-hmm. And I hate to say this, but I'm going.
And that's another thing, like I said, you know what I'm saying? When you do them roasts, you feel me? Every comedian that I done seen get interviewed after they done did a roast, and you know what I'm saying, the interviewer might comment or ask a question about a little cringy joke they might have told, they gonna say the same shit. The producers and all of that, the people that produced this show and got their money and all of that into this show, they tell people to go on there and be cringy, be racist, be, you know what I'm saying, go hit as low below, you know what I'm saying, below the belt as you could. You feel me? Hit low as you can. You know, the lady, I still don't know her name. I'm finna call her Regina. That might be her name, but I don't know. The black lady on there with the tall fucking hair. They was talking about her husband committing suicide, jumping off the bridge. You know what I'm saying? It was about 9-10 jokes that was through at her. You feel me? And she got up there and she ate all their ass up when it came time for her set. You know? So yeah, I feel what he's saying.
Because we're being honest, people are talking about that joke. Talk about the set. Tony Hinchcliffe arguably had the best set, or one of the best sets, between Tony and Cheryl, and I would say Naeem had a really strong set.
Naeem had a very strong set. I was laughing out loud at Tony until that.
Until the joke.
But not even just that joke. I don't like when people joke about violent, tragic death. I like Pete said, and then I was like, why you had to say
Pete had a great
Cheryl
set too.
Underwood,
Pete
that's
had
her
a Charlie
name.
Curtin joke in there.
That's
like,
the lady.
Would I tell them?
Cheryl Underwood, it just hit me. That's the lady who husband committed suicide by jumping off the bridge. But I ain't seen now one of them. Charlemagne, he quick to comment on, goddammit, he don't like to hear whatever the fuck he just said about tragic deaths, but he ain't said nothing about them talking shit about Cheryl Underwood. You know what I'm saying? Like, you feel me? This lady, she had to sit there and go through that shit too. You know what I'm saying? About her husband. Yeah, I didn't think that shit affected her. She jumped in, she got up there and said it didn't affect her, but I still feel like that shit, you know what I'm saying, was hitting her a little bit.
No. But do I get why they're being told? Yes. Like, I'm not looking at Pete crazy. I'm not looking at Tony crazy. Like, that's what, I know what you're going to do. I know your style of comedy.
Did you see the interview that I did with Terrence Floyd, George Floyd's brother?
No.
So he said,
no,
that's no.
I'm never watching it.
That's fine.
I just want to be clear. I'm never watching that.
I only brought it up.
Even now that you told me, I'm not going to go back and go look at that interview.
Because he's a fan.
I just want to make it clear so you understand what I do with my time. Like, I'm never doing that. Okay, go ahead.
I just asked because he's a fan of you. Mm-hmm. He saw the joke and it picked up pretty big. So I didn't know if you saw it, but he basically said, like, as a fan of you and knowing that you came to the funeral to support his family, even though it's a roast and Tony, that's what he does, they expected you to kind of be the person that would, like, stop it right in the moment or just not allow for certain things to happen.
And he said he wanted you to come harder. He said if they want to joke, why you ain't come harder with your own jokes?
All right.
Racist jokes, I guess.
This is actually a good thing to give a rebuttal to.
See,
They talked about my dead mom and my dead dad. Said that they were running a train on my mom, and that was hilarious, right?
It was
that was crazy. Yeah, that was Regina killed that.
Right?
Yeah, oh, wait, that's right.
Look, Charlemagne, first thing you say, that was hilarious.
Jokes about Kevin was on a slave ship in a bottle with, like, the ship in the bottle. Like, I'm going to appreciate humor. I don't get affected by the attempt of humor. I get it, right? In this case, like, do more. It's my production. We're live. The more is what? Like, what is it that you expect me? You want me to take a live production and stand up and fight Tony or have a reaction? Like, Tony told a joke. It wasn't a tasteful joke to us. We didn't like it. Okay. Hey, man, fuck that joke. We move on. I don't understand why we stand on a hill and it becomes like this big thing of, like, oh man, the motherfuckers, they do this and they're attacking the culture. It doesn't have to be that. It literally is either you're a fan of this level of content or you're not. And if you're not a fan, then you don't watch it. So my last note for all attached to this is very simple, okay? Whatever the headlines or whatever the dialogue is, my rebuttal is simplicity. Remove me from it. I didn't say it. If you are upset that the night went on, that's a different conversation. There's nothing I can do. It's a production. It's a live production. I'm not compromising the live production for a reaction of what? What do you want me to do? I'm going to drag him off? You want me to fight afterwards? You want me to turn it into, like, what? That's not what I agreed to do. That's not the job at hand. The job at hand was to produce a successful roast, which I did. I also got the rebuttal. I also got to say shit at the end. What are we dealing with here? I'll say it again. Stop talking as if I said it. So when you say the family and the family's affected, I didn't disrespect the family. Showed up for the family when it happened. Made sure that the family felt supported. Made sure that all things there were actually cool. Behind the scenes, just as an example, you know the one person that I talked to, and I'm not even gonna tell you the conversation, Stephen Jackson.
Oh, I know you caught that.
That's because that's my nigga.
Yeah.
Hey, Stack, let me just call you, man, so I can explain to you like the world of the roast, X, Y, and Z. We talked. I get it, Kev. We had a great conversation. But that's what I mean when I say, hey, man, let me call the one person after. And that's before whatever you're talking about. That's immediate. Stack, hey, Tony threw one out there. It's this and this, but you do know that that's what this shit is a roast. But I just want you to know from my side, that man is on his own.
You ain't lead with that, Kev. You should have been
Lead what?
leading with that the whole time.
I don't need to.
I just want to know you care.
I don't fucking need to prove to people that I give a fuck.
Yes, you do.
No, I don't.
This is time.
No.
Hold up. Wait a minute now. I was with you all the way up until, you know what I'm saying? The fans, nigga, we the ones that pay your bills, you know what I'm saying? We the ones that go out and we put the beat in Heartbeat Productions, motherfucker, you feel me? Ed Movie, you feel me? We the motherfuckers that go out and support. So now if the fans feeling like, you know what I'm saying, you riding with some shit that's against the black culture, then, you know what I'm saying, of course, now movies stop being sold the way they, you feel me? Now your name stop being as relevant as it, you know what I'm saying, as it already is. So I was with you up into that, man. You gotta care what we think.
Yeah, this one.
No. If you open that door, then that's the door that people expect all the time. Why the fuck do I need to do that?
I think it's because of how much the George Floyd situation affected so many people. This is, I think...
And the fact that you was there, nigga. You were a part of the funeral. You just said you made sure everything there was good. You just said all that out your own mouth. That's why you should make people feel like you give a fuck. Fuck is you talking about, silly man?
What you saying and how you stand on your business, and I respect you for that.
I'm not talking about business.
I think with certain things...
not say it.
But their pushback is it happened at Kevin Hart's roast. Kevin Hart, who is like, he's like, so many of us support you.
I got
ours.
They just want to hear you say.
Okay, I got
want to hear you say what you said today is tasteless. You actually reached out to somebody who's considered his family to say, let them know. That's all.
I have the best example. If I go to a nightclub and like we're celebrating, right? And 2 people get killed that night at the nightclub. What's the headline?
Kevin Hart's party got shot.
Two
People got killed at Kevin Hart's
at
party.
Kevin Hart's party, right? People may say, I'm not going to Kevin Hart's party again. Man, you can't go to Kevin Hart's shit. Kevin Hart's shit ain't safe. I ain't fucking with Kev. You heard what happened. I go, but I didn't fucking do it. I didn't even know the people that fucking was shooting. I didn't even know the 2 people that got killed. That's the nature of being the name. Your name is attached to things to make things bigger. What is my fucking... I didn't shoot the gun. Why am I arguing and why am I doing interviews after?
Why were they in your party with guns?
But who knows? I don't work the metal detector.
Charlamagne always got
I'm not the security guy.
The
club does all that. I don't have those answers. You understand what I'm saying? Like the responsibility
it's
such
your
a power.
event, nigga.
I'm the one in charge. We are not in charge of the dialogue from anybody on that stage.
The only difference is, if it was a party, you wouldn't have invited them in. If you invited them to the party and you knew they was coming and you knew they was gonna be there, and you know they potentially might be goons.
Okay.
Like you know how Tony get down.
Okay, so the Tom Brady roast was a big hit.
Yep.
Right? What was the talent attached to Tom Brady's roast? That was a huge hit.
Yep.
I also asked Nikki Glaser to do it. Tony and Nikki were the 2 standouts from that roast. Mm-hmm. They were the big fucking winners of that roast. Mm-hmm. I'm gonna get the winners of that roast to come back and fuck with me on mine. It's that simple. There was no other thought. I don't know the track record of and what I'm going from. Hey man, bring the hitters back. Let's see if we can get Nikki and Tony because they crushed on the last one. Jeff, you gotta do this one too. Okay, what is Kevin pulling the talent from? I'm pulling it from what? Success.
Yeah.
That's it.
Yeah.
It's that simple. So all of this, like, idea of Kev invited them. He know that they. How the fuck do you think I'm hanging out with these people? You think I'm on a day to day with these fucking people?
Well, if they said you was hanging out with them, they would say it's by a noose.
Listen,
Maybe
That's what they would say. Yes.
if the attempt behind humor is that, if you get your laugh, have at it. If you don't, deal with it. All I'm saying is take this world of responsibility off my fucking plate when it's not valid.
If Tony calls you right now and says, man, Kev, man, I was out at the comedy club, man, and man, this dude, man, said he was George Floyd's brother, smacked the shit out of me.
You gotta deal with that.
Yeah.
He said you gotta deal with that.
What do you want me to do? What do you want me to do?
You gotta deal with that.
That's the consequences of the shit.
There you go. So, Katt Williams, did you feel pressure to publicly reconcile? Or because the culture wanted closure, or was that personal for you?
No, me and Katt we've reconciled.
How long ago?
Prior. I'll say probably like maybe 8 months ago.
What brought that
Maybe.
up? How did that happen? Because everybody knows the infamous Club Shay Shay interview. Plus, he's been taking shots at you for years, right? What happened?
Katt and I had a conversation. A private conversation between me and Katt. But the baseline was like, we're older. This is years and years and years of. There's no reason why we shouldn't, like, figure out a world of compromise where we can get along and we can give the fan base something different with us, something that's unexpected, and figure out a way to work together, right? Figure out a way to fucking bring the comedy minds that we both have and put them at the table and do shit. Katt thought it was a fucking time to do it, as did I. Shook hands, great conversation, great dialogue. The first thing that came up, of course, was the roast. When the opportunity for the roast came up, reached out to Katt. It'd be dope as fuck if you did it. Katt said, we just got in a good space. Kevin, I do it. I'm gonna do it. I said, have at it. Katt had it.
That's decent now, see, because I ain't know that Kevin Hart knew he was at the roast. If you watch the roast, you know what I'm saying, Kevin Hart kind of played it like it was a surprise, you feel me? So I ain't know that he knew Katt Williams was actually at the roast, you know what I'm saying? So it turns out he did know. That's what's up.
And our conversations are private. Like, that's another thing too, man. I'm not big on running to the microphone and telling personal business. Like, be a fucking adult. Be an adult. Go call the person. Go call whatever, whomever. Have a conversation. After that conversation is had, that's y'all business. Me and Katt's business is ours. We are in a good spot, thankfully, finally. And it's a good feeling when you can say, like, you've put the problems of old behind you. Like, once again, 46, I'll be 50 soon. That's half your life, man. That's half of a life coming up. Granted, I get there, then you got another half. How are you trying to live your life? Like, what are you looking for in life? Anger and negativity is just that. The shit gets tiring after a while. I'm in a place of calm, peace. And if it's not that, it just doesn't deserve my attention. And I say that humbly, respectfully. Like, I don't see that shit. Because I don't go looking for it.
That shit.
I hear you saying all that positive shit now, but you couldn't wait to get that microphone to get the last word at that roast. And you had some bosses.
Yeah.
Yeah.
By the way.
You couldn't wait to tell everybody he'd be lying.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Guess what? That's my truth.
Yeah.
All right.
That's my truth.
It's fucking. I'm gonna say what the fuck I want to say. What I said, and let everybody else say, okay, have at it. At the end of the day, I'm still a fucking comic, and I'm good at what I do. So, hey man, I'm gonna put material together in the set. I'm gonna take shots at everybody, but it's also fun.
I did find it interesting that y'all did it there because Katt spent so much time criticizing Hollywood, criticizing the Hollywood system, criticizing you as a plant, but then he decided to show up to the Netflix roast. Because to me, I'm like, well, damn, did you believe any of the stuff that you told everybody?
I think that, and I'm not even gonna say because it's me speaking.
He said he still believed that. He said he still
during the
believed
time
that
of Katt's interview and all things were
I don't know
said.
about the plant shit.
Okay, that's Katt in his bag of conversation, right? People aren't dumb. Like, what is a plant? What the fuck is a plant? and a conversation attached to a plant, it only comes up when people are like winning, right? So if a plant's a winner, then I'm a fucking big plant. I'm a winner. I win. I don't lose. I win. I know how to do it. I've done it very well, and I've done it through a crazy duration of time. Be a fan or not, it's not going to stop me from doing what I know how to do. Whether it's in business, whether it's in entertainment, whether it's in the ecosystem of Kevin and Venture, I'm going to figure out how to fucking win. That's it. So the narrative attached during that or from that, what did it do? What did it affect? Katt has a crazy fan base. That fan base isn't going nowhere. Katt's a talented ass comic. He's a funny fucking guy. I want nothing but the best for Katt, and that's why our conversation was so dope. It's like, nigga, I don't want to fucking argue with you. What is it doing? Like, it's not doing anything. We can do shit together. We can make money together. We can do shit together. Like, this is a waste of your time. Because it's not affecting me. So why can't we figure out a way to put it to rest? That's me being a grown-ass man and an adult. Like, we're better together.
Tell the truth. The plant thing bother you a little bit. I'm gonna say why. Because you're such a hard worker, Kev. Because I've seen you.
Or even
come
the
from
hand
the
up
bottom.
at Netflix having a hand up your whole behind. Like stuff
God
like that.
Damn.
That was what he said in the job.
It's a good joke. It's a good joke.
Yeah.
When I said Kevin was a puppet, what I meant was Netflix has their hands so far up Kevin's ass.
He actually said Ted Sarandos.
Ted Sarandos. Have Netflix. That's a funny fucking joke. I laughed.
He don't get no
But when
fuck
somebody
'cause at the
discredits
end
your
of the day,
hard work,
Netflix still
because I know how
gotta
much
pay
you
him.
work, how hard you work. You know, the sacrifice you got to make, not being with your family probably as much as you want to, stuff
Look what
like
you
that.
just said,
When somebody
Charlamagne.
says you a
you
plant,
know
you
how
just,
hard he worked.
you know,
so you can't get no
something
fuck
got
about
on.
it.
Get on
I said,
it.
have at it.
You can't say all that.
Listen,
In the
have
same
at it,
breath,
man. Like you.
It's a nigga like you that's gonna come out and say, "Well, we
Okay.
know how hard you worked. We know
I
how
make sure I
hard
keep
you
saying this so that in y'all clips it comes out.
We know we idiots.
No. Yeah, that's yes. Again, respectfully. My circle and those that are supposed to know
He said, "Let me say
what
this
I
again.
do and the
Nigga,
level
you
I
ain't
do
said
it,
nothing about
they
your
know.
circle this whole interview."
People that have no idea, that don't understand, that don't get it, they might not never get it. Have at it. What are we doing at this point? It's very hard
Calling
to
you
see
out on your bullshit.
the
Nah, I'm
POV
just
from the
talking
moon
shit, y'all.
down, unless you're one of the few people that have been in the space. Not a lot of people can say they've been there, right? When you're talking about quote unquote the top, well, how many people can say they've been there? There's a lot of people in the business of radio. There's a lot of people that have been doing this for a long time. Are they having your same success and having the conversations that you guys are having? Are they a part
Hell
of
no, it's people that's
the
bigger than
new
the Breakfast
opportunities
Club.
or the new levels of what can be done in radio? No. Will they? They might not. So do they understand what is happening up here for you guys to do it? No. Is it your job to make them understand if they don't want to understand? If they go, they got that because they fucking fucked the lady that was in charge of the motherfucking Charlamagne. And
No, they say I suck dick.
oh,
They do though.
do you suck dick?
No.
Okay, so does it affect you?
No.
All right, so you that got soft. That got a little soft. No, I don't believe you. Oh, he broke it. Now, you know, my shit has been real confident the whole way through. I got real confident the whole way through. I said, does it affect you? He said, no. It's starting to get through. It's starting to get through the armor.
If I did that at the roast, you'd be like, all right, we got him.
Yes,
Keep going.
yes.
Yeah, I see what you're saying.
Yes.
Alright, man. So I just want to tap into that, man. I ain't gonna even lie. I kind of feel what, you know what I'm saying, what Kevin Hart saying. He basically saying, shit, my name Bennett and I ain't in it. You know what I'm saying? There's so many words, shit. He ain't the one that told the joke. You know what I'm saying? He say, motherfucker should get on, you know what I'm saying, Tony for telling the joke. Which, you know what I'm saying, from what I see, people is getting on his ass, you know? But then, you feel me, turn around and, you know, you got the people that feel like shit. Well, it was on your platform. You know what I'm saying? You should have had something to say about it. But now that he come out and address it the way he did, you know, shit. I feel like it was. You know, I feel what he's saying. You know, but that's just my opinion. You know what I'm saying? Y'all tap in. Let me know how y'all feel, man. Let me know, y'all thoughts, y'all opinions. You know what I'm saying? Do y'all feel like Kevin Hart should have stopped the whole roast right then and there? Like, hey, you just went a little too far. I actually attended that funeral. Or should he, like, pull him to the side after the roast? Or, how he should have did it. Also, do y'all think the Katt Williams and, the Kevin Hart beef is actually squashed? You feel me? They said, it's over with. They shook hands and shit on stage, but how y'all feel about it, man? Tap in, let me know.
You and your pride in my bag, huh? That's why they mad, huh? Don't make me laugh, bro. I mask up.